Ben Henderson won the fight tonight. He retained his title, and that's the end of it. You know, I know there are a lot of people that scored the fight differently, but I tell these guys all the time, if you don't like the way the judges score, don't let it get there. Don't let it get
You
there.
were having some pretty good success with the lower kicks, the leg kicks to the calf early on, first couple of rounds, but you kind of went away from it later on. Was it conscious effort that you did that? Was that on purpose, or was that part of the original game plan?
That was a part of the original game plan going forward. We wanted to target that, get him off balance, and then capitalize, take advantage of that. I did not do a good enough job of capitalizing and getting on top of him when he was off balance. I think I landed it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, something like that. He was off balance and stumbled a little bit, and I wasn't able to quite do what we wanted to do with it. No, I definitely felt I did enough to get my hand raised, earn the victory. I was just want to make sure the big guy over here, see how he had it the last time, you know, he had it going the other way.
That's what I figured.
I just wanted to see. For me, I guess the biggest thing I was disappointed in myself with was I didn't push the pace enough. I wasn't tired at all. You know, Denver fighting high elevation, I felt we did enough to train and be prepared for it. I didn't get tired, so we obviously did, you know, a good job of preparing for the elevation. But I should have pushed the pace a lot more. I could have pushed the pace a lot more. My coaches were yelling at me in you know, between rounds, push the pace, push the pace. You know you can turn up another level. You can turn up the volume. Let's go, Henderson. Time to turn it up. And I was I'm kind of lethargic. I didn't turn it up as much as I should have. Yeah, I think the more I think about it now, the more I replay the fight in my head a little bit. I think his elusiveness, backing away and stuff, allowed me to not be as aggressive as I wanted to be, as far as me pushing the pace and going forward and wanting to, you know, let's get after it a little bit. His elusiveness, his footwork is awesome footwork. You know, he works on it all the time. He gets better every fight with his footwork, his spacing and distance. That allowed me to not do what I wanted to do. You know, first couple rounds, I landed some good low kicks, got him off balance, and then he adjusted. You know, the last 2 rounds, 3 rounds, he did a great job and did not allow me to go with those low kicks anymore. He did a good job with his elusiveness there.
Yeah. Ben, what were your thoughts going into the 5th round, and did you think you were ahead?
I thought I was ahead. I thought that, you know, maybe at worst it was even, and I had to win the 5th round. Again, I have the exact same sentiments as Mr. White over here. Can't leave it in the judges' decisions. Can't. You never know. I've seen some, you guys have seen some very suspect, you know, judges' decisions. So anytime you leave in the judges' decision, doesn't matter how bad you beat the guy up, you never know. You never know. And close as our fight was, you know, I just knew that I had to get after that 5th round and go get him. That was it, yeah, for that 5th round.
His footwork, I noticed during the fight, you switched your stance constantly. So is that by design? You thought that would help you sort of figure out his footwork, or, you know, did you think that that was an advantageous thing for you to do tonight?
It was more just an advantageous thing for us to do as far as keeping him off balance. We wanted to keep him guessing, keep him off balance. We knew he was going to have great footwork. We wanted my footwork to confuse him a little bit, to make his going forward hesitate just a second, to allow me to, you know, do what I want to do.
But do you think that that hindered your ability then to press the action and then?
No, I don't think it hindered, because that's what we practice. We practice switching stance. We practice going to a couple of different stances and throwing them off, and then going forward, being aggressive like that. So I'm fine in practice doing it. It's another thing when you step in there against a guy like Frankie Edgar and how tough he is, it, you know, threw me off a little bit.
And then just lastly, how close were some of his chokes? He obviously looked to be very close a couple of times.
No, the chokes weren't close at all. They were. He's come close a couple times, yeah. But the chokes they were on my chin. They weren't under my chin at all. They were right here. I was actually a little bit surprised. I was expecting him to let go and fire off with his hands a little bit. That would have worried me more than actually getting choked.
Your thoughts going into your next fight now?
God bless him. It's gonna be a fun fight. I know he likes to go into his fights and get guys worked up in the head a little bit and stuff. So, you know, him, his camp, everybody involved in that 209 stuff, you know, God bless him. My hat's off to him. He's a tough fighter. When we get inside that cage, I'm anxious. I'm excited to get inside that cage also. There's a long list of guys that have a bullseye on my back, you know. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's do it.
Yourself, or do you feel you've never been actually really hurt?
No, this guy over here, he caught me in my eye with the up kick and gave me a huge black eye. almost lost my eye because of that. No, I take damage the same as everybody else. I really don't like getting hit in the face, so I try to avoid that as much as possible. That's the key.